Hi, I'm Jaira, and this is my story about owning your story. When I was younger, growing up, I grew up with a dad who was an alcoholic, and I felt as if my family was broken. My dad wasn't around very much, and he was out drinking quite a bit. My family would still go to church, but my dad wouldn't come with us. I played hockey, but my dad didn't come to my practices or games. I started to feel hopeless because this went on for years. I always prayed, and I prayed for God to bring my dad back to our family, for our family to be together again, for our family to be like normal, what I thought was a normal family. And I started to lose hope, and I felt that God wasn't listening to me, that God wasn't there, and that he didn't really care about how I felt. He didn't care that I was asking for my family to be fixed. This went on for a few years, but then my dad, he tried to commit suicide, and I was there, and I remember thinking, something is really wrong, like this shouldn't be happening. And I was so upset, and I was so angry. I was like, God, where are you? God, why are you not listening? God, why don't you care about my family? Then my dad, he went to the hospital, and he went into a faith-based rehab program, so he was gone for a year. I remember the first phone call I had with my dad. He just sounded like a whole different person. We were talking on the phone, and he told me, Jaira, whatever you do it for God. And I was like, this doesn't sound like my dad. My dad didn't really talk about God before this. It was at that moment that I realized that everything changed, and I realized that God was making a story out of this. My dad was back with my family was healed, our family was restored, and it was at this time that I realized that God was there this entire time. God is still here. He was making a story. That is my story, and everybody has a story. If you're going through something rough, it might seem like God's not there, but he is. So be patient and trust his plan for you, because he is there, he is with you, and he is making a story out of your life right now. There's no such thing as an insignificant story. God is making a story out of your life. He's with you, he hears you, and he's there. So just trust him, put your hope in him, and trust his plans for you, because he wants to use your story for great things. So everybody has a story, but really owning your story is knowing that it's God's story and not yours.